Last week, I shot with the Nikon D5000 and the 18-70 f3.5 to f4.5 DX lens. Older discontinued gear, but a flexible setup nonetheless. This week, it's time for a different direction. I introduce Franken camera. I know I go on and on about my obsolete V1, but guess what? I'm shooting with it this week. Normally, I go light and nimble with the V1, because for me, that's the point of the system. Small size and lightweight with big results. I'm doing something different this week though. I'm adding the FT1 adapter, which allows me to use Nikon F-mount lenses on my Nikon 1 camera. And I'm adding the largest lens I own, the 70-200 f2.8. It's a bit ironic, don't you think? Now, why would you do this? Take this little guy and add such a big lens. There's one reason: telephoto range. The crop factor on the V1 with its CX sensor is 2.7x, meaning that at 200 millimeters, the long end of this lens gives you a field of view equivalent of 540 millimeters on full frame at f2.8. You can even add a teleconverter, like my 1.7x, and go astronomical. I'm not adding the teleconverter this week, but this setup has been very popular among bird watchers because it really brings you up close and personal with all sorts of critters. And that's one of my goals this week: critters. When it comes to critters, you can set the electronic shutter and the camera is virtually silent. What that means is that you can observe and capture those winged beauties or cuddly furballs without distracting them with the sound of your camera. Also, and this is one of the V1's great tricks, you can lock focus and shoot 30 frames per second. Wildlife is unpredictable, so those extra few shots you'll squeeze out might turn into prize winners. You can even keep full single point autofocus at 10 frames per second. You can only use the center autofocus point though. Now I'm off to go shoot with this little monstrosity, and I will keep you updated on my Facebook page along the way. But tell me, what do you use when you want to get up super close but not be a part of the action? Is it with a phone with a tricked out camera, mirrorless like this one, or something larger and even more capable? Let me know in the comments.